Hey everybody, this is Cam Wisdom, and today we're going to talk about cartoons versus anime. And we're not going to talk about which one is better, we're going to talk about which one has adapted better. So, as the times went on, I kind of feel like cartoons just went towards one type of genre, mainly the adult type of cartoons. Mainly it's comedy and stuff like that. I'll talk about the kids one a little bit, but I wanted to focus on the adult oriented ones for right now. And all the adult ones I see is mainly on Adult Swim. Got some on Fox, some on FX, and all of those are just pretty much comedy. And I like comedy, but I want something different. I want action, adventure, drama, something. But I feel like everything for a cartoon show has to be geared towards comedy, and you can't see just a drama one or just an action one or just an adventure one. With anime, we're able to see a lot more different types of genre, different types of categories. You see your action, you see your drama, you see your adventure, you see comedy, you see all of them. You see every type of thing for anime. As with cartoons, I don't feel like maybe they don't just get greenlit enough because all the studios want them to be comedy. But I mean, I can see, I guess, where the studio's coming from. Maybe they don't want to take that type of chance, but I just feel like over time, this is how it's become. Now, you got some earlier on with the Spawn animated series that was pretty adult oriented, but even then, that was on HBO. That wasn't really on, something like Fox or Adult Swim and stuff like that. You didn't really get that. You always get comedy on these type of shows. You really don't get the different ones. Now, I'm sure there's probably been a couple here and there, but trust me, they don't come to my mind, so they probably weren't as popular. But anyway, getting back to my point, I think anime has just adapted way better. And I'll say this, I think a lot of 90s kids went towards anime. They jumped shipped away from cartoons. Back in the 90s, yes, they were still kid shows, but they had a lot of adult themes in there. With Batman, the animated series, Justice League had some other stuff. Even though I know that's, I think, 2000s, but you had Batman, you had Spawn. I even remember an episode of Street Sharks that focused on drugs and stuff. I mean, we probably wouldn't have got the message then, but it was still there. As in today, there's still good shows. Like, there's still a couple good shows. I like regular show. I think that's gone now, though. But I don't really watch Cartoon Network for cartoons. I really don't. I watch Toonami, but I won't watch Cartoon Network. I even watch Adult Swim, but I will not watch the other cartoons on there. And they just, to me, stopped appealing to us, to the 90s generation. And I think anime kept our interest, but it even made us adapt and look into more stuff. It wasn't just the kid aspect in there that we had for the Batman animated series and Spawn the animated series, even though a lot of us didn't watch Spawn that much. But getting back to my point, they were able to take those adult aspects and they just broadened it. They made it better for us, and that's why I think a lot of us from the 90s, even from the mid 2000s, because the mid 2000s had a lot of good shows, so even though I'm jumping into this, I feel like after 06 is when the cartoons and stuff started to drop off. That's when you really saw Cartoon Network lose a lot of, to me their swagger. They pretty much lost it. So now Cartoon Network, what I would do, even Teen Titans Go. We had Teen Titans back in the mid 2000s. They had the adult oriented aspect where Teen Titans Go, I can't get behind it. I don't see the appeal of Teen Titans Go. I feel like if you're going to bring Teen Titans back, just get back into how it was. Continue with season 6 or whatever it was. Don't go to Teen Titans Go. This seems like something that could be 5 minutes, honestly. This Teen Titans Go thing, it could be maybe a 5 minute after the show type of thing. It doesn't seem like it would be the main show. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked again. My point being, anime, you get your action, you get your adventure, you get a whole bunch of different stuff. And that's why I think the 90s generation and even the mid 2000s generation, they jumped ship towards that. As for the 06 generation, maybe stuff like, if you were a fan from 06 to now, I feel like, yeah, you'll still get into anime because I think it's just so bigger now, and that's what I think it excels at. It's that anime in the 90s, they were starting to build, but they aren't anywhere to where they are now. They were never this big in the 90s. Like, there are so many different animes now and stuff. We only had a couple. I remember Dragon Ball Z, Yu Yu Hakusho, Rurouni Kenshin. It's like maybe 5 I can think of. Right now it's like 10, 15. There's so many different ones. And I feel like anime was just, it's just there now. That's what cartoons should be. Cartoons should start going towards the anime route, bringing in different types of genres, action, adventure, all that stuff. Bring them all in there, and we'll come back. It will get a lot more viewers as well. So that's what I'm saying. Cartoons versus anime. Anime adapted better. Cartoons have not adapted anywhere close to anime. That's why you have such a divided thing. That's why you have the 90s generation, the mid 2000s generation. And for anime, it's just anime. You don't really have 90s anime and 2000 anime. Yeah, you have the different art styles, but people don't really compare this generation to that generation. They just had the same type of shows, and those type of shows have now grown onto us, grown onto that 90s generation, and we now look up to that type of stuff. So anime, I felt like they built on their 90s type of aspect and type of way that they were going about it. They were able to build on it, and now that's where they are at. Now I feel like they're dominating with it, with Crunchyroll, Funimation, all this stuff. They have a lot of different stuff out there. So that is my point. Anime adapted better. Cartoons are not. Maybe I'll make a part 2 to this, to where I think cartoons can become like anime and maybe bring back a lot of their viewers and bring back how good it used to be. In my opinion. This is just my opinion. Maybe people like it now. That's them. If they would like it now, hey, you feel like nothing's wrong with it, do you, that's you. But that's just my opinion. I'm going to keep giving my opinion on this channel. This is Cam Wisdom. Oh, and play that beat.